Hello, Hammerheads. Thanks for tuning in. Well, as we all know, Russia has invaded the Ukraine. And as always with these type of conflicts, they always breed morons on social media, especially on things like LBC in the comments section. I mean, some of the comments there are just positively retarded. All these comparisons. Oh, what about when the West invaded Afghanistan? What about when the West invaded Libya and Syria and Iraq and all these other Middle Eastern countries? We didn't invade them. We stepped in to help. You know, Afghanistan, they were kicking the shit out of each other before we come along. You know, Taliban, ISIS, Al-Qaeda, committing genocide against countless men, women and children. And we're supposed to just do nothing. So we step in and fucking help them. What do we get? We get vilified. Accused of invading countries, getting involved in other people's wars and that. Same with fucking Libya. Some maniac ruling the country with an iron fist. Killing innocents. We stepped in to help out. Shouldn't we have done that? Syria. You've got the Russians to blame for most of that fucking conflict. The UK were peacekeepers, as usual. Oh, but we get vilified and accused of genocide and racism and invasion. And now, they're begging us. These liberal lefty snowflakes are begging the West to get involved in this conflict. Why the fuck should we? Because we'll only get into trouble for it a few years down the line. It wasn't our war to get involved with, nothing to do with us. But now we're getting vilified because we're not getting involved. Damned if we do, damned if we don't. What about Iraq? We invaded Iraq. No, Saddam Hussein invaded Kuwait. He needed to be stopped. Because these maniacs don't just stop at one country, you know. Do you think Hitler would have stopped at Poland and France in 1939 when he invaded Poland? What do you want? You really expect the West back then to have sat back and done nothing? I mean, after all, Hitler just wanted to take over the whole of Europe and eventually the whole world. So, the West, we shouldn't have got involved. Is that what you're saying? I mean, he invaded Poland, occupied France, and God knows what else he was going to do. He wanted to kill as many Jews as he could on the way. But we're vilified because we stepped in to help. Every time Churchill's a horrible racist, but Hitler was a lovely gentleman you could sit down and have a nice cup of tea with. This is the attitude of these lefties. They're waving the silly little rainbow flags from afar. Oh, those nasty, nasty Russian men and the tanks. Oh, they've breached Ukraine's border. I thought they didn't believe in borders. I thought they all loved communism as well. Oh, those nasty Russian communists. Double standards. Short memory. Can I not remember about Ukraine's racist Nazi past not so long ago? You know, they're begging us to get involved again. The West, we've got to help out. Why should we? Like I say, we'll get vilified again. And you know, and if we do get involved, it's a no-win situation. Putin's already put nuclear threat on fucking high alert. So he's threatened to nuke the whole world. Bring it on, baby. Good. Because that's what we need. I'm looking forward to a nuclear war, Armageddon. You know, let's cleanse the whole planet. Maybe it's like 500,000 years down the line. Somebody or something better than us will come along and try and run the planet. Because we haven't done much of a fucking good job, have we? Fucking hypocrisy. I'm sick of it. Why does war always bring hypocrisy and double standards? This time, no exception.